Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 with makeshift sort of team adventure, just some multiplayer racing really. For this session, if you like, the restrictions were pretty straightforward. A-class 6-cylinder cars. And I thought I was being a bit different. I was expecting this to be filled with kind of Japanese V6s, maybe someone would be brave and go with some Porsches with the flat 6 engines. I thought, you know what, I'll have a go with an M3. I haven't really built one of these before. I figured it would be a good place to start with, the straight 6 in this. Turns out, everyone has thought of let's go with the BMW because we'll be different and everybody's in a BMW, so this is more of a BMW race than it is a 6-cylinder race. It's just how it's gone. There are a few other odds and ends thrown in, but it is majority BMW, majority German cars. Yeah. Whoops. Always the way whenever I set these up. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... We're half the lobby is non-BMWs and the half is BMW. Oh dear. Anyway, yes, I have gone for, I say a little bit of a not lazy build, but I have got all-wheel drive and semi-slick tyres on this car. I'm hoping it will be pretty good. It'll be very good on traction, it should be good in the corners. It's going to lack top speed, but that's fine. I know it's going to lack top speed. Bloody hell, there are some very quick machinery there, but I'm hoping I'm going to be good enough in the corners to make up for that. I should make less mistakes with this car as well. That is the other theory. While I'm still not 100% confident with some of these circuits, I think I'll go with a slightly more straightforward build on the vehicle. Can we go to the inside here? I wanted to, but there was always going to be a very, very small gap there. We may have one of the least powerful cars here. Street furniture is falling around and causing chaos immediately. Can we have a look around the outside here? Not likely. We may be able to get to the inside through one of these corners if... Oh no, can't do it. I've got to say, I was hoping the car in front was going to run wide. It didn't. Now that mid-sector is where we will be quicker. Both me and Amy have got cars with the same car with a very similar build. Semi-slick tyres, only mine's all-wheel drive and theirs is rear-wheel drive. So they'll have a little more power than me. I will have a little more traction. The other cars at the front, it's the M1 that leads the way from, I think it was an MX-5, and then we have an RS4 perhaps up there. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Oh, that's a little too brave. Trying to make up. We have made up sometime. Got to watch out for the whatever is behind us. About to say Prelude. I don't think it is still the Prelude. Ollie's got a front-wheel drive Prelude. One of the probably the only front-wheel drive car actually in the field. Can we look for a way past? We're quick through here again. We pull clear a Stallion who's in the older M5. We're going to go around the outside here, and that should be enough, I would think, to make that pass stick, and indeed it is. Oh, get myself slowed down for that corner. We went in there a little bit janky. We're going to be under threat by the end of the straight. In fact, I think we're going to lose this now. Not quite, because we can carry the momentum on the outside. We are clear. We've got the nose in front. That means we can move across and defend at turn 1. It's going to be a tight line through the first corner. I don't expect the Prelude to carry the speed through there. I take it back. That thing has got immense grip through that section. Will it have immense traction on the exit of this hairpin? I'm going to guess possibly not. And indeed, it loses out. The M5's coming with us as well. Top 3 are gone a little bit, and we may well get distracted in our own fight over 4th place, but that's okay. I'll enjoy the battle for 4th if that is how it is to go around this circuit. We are trying to be quick through this section. I don't know if I really want to hit the curb there. Doesn't feel like it's working very well for this car. Let's try and get it into... Okay, not got that. So it needs to be a little bit wider mid-corner there. That's where we struggle. Here comes the Prelude. It's going to want to try and outrun us. It may struggle to hold it flat through this final corner. You can see the understeer from the Prelude. We'll move... Well, it's not quite going to beat us to turn 1, I don't think. It may want to try and go again. It is happy to go for it on the exit of turn 1. Prelude is past us, but... Oh, God, we're all trying to get to the inside of each other. The M5 has screwed me in that one. I mean, it was fair enough. The M5, I was going for the overtake on the Prelude, but the M5 put the car where I needed to be and has got the position away. We will run a little wide, try to carry speed, and we're going to and then hit some more street furniture. We're going to do that cut back again. This is where we got the pass originally on our fellow M3. We will chuck it up the inside through here, try and carry some speed, make that one work, although we might be slow on the exit. Indeed we are. It was kind of worth a gamble. We run the risk of having the wings getting interlocked in all of this. God damn it, this has been a wonderful race. We are miles off the leaders though. These cars clearly not fast enough here as we head across the start-finish line. One more lap to go. The prelude is clear, but we know it struggles a little bit around this first sector. We've got jumps from the M5 and the other M3, getting some big air time through there. We try to make the most of that all-wheel drive off the corner. We're going to be way too far back to do anything other than this fight for 6th, really. Can we look for a way past? I know the section where we're good is coming up here. If I don't get screwed by street furniture. Nope, it was the car in front that gets screwed by it this time around. We are neatly through there, and we have the traction to just stay flat the whole way through that section. I think prelude is clear in 4th. I mean, even if we had a wonderful run through here, it's not going to be enough for us. We won't have the straight line speed. We are, though, clear of the car behind. It'll close a little bit towards the line. Bloody hell, that was a good battle. Wasn't for the front places. We were actually miles off the top couple of cars. However, we had a great race over 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Didn't quite go my way, but yeah, that was good fun. Curious to see, I say, the lap times. I think the prelude was quicker in general. What was it? Yeah, the prelude was down to 59. That prelude was bloody fast. In fact, we were not that dissimilar to the M5 though. We just got a little bit caught out battling the Honda, just at a wrong place, a wrong time. But yeah, that was a very good race indeed. We head next to the Lookout Circuit, and I have got a good spot on the grid here. Sure, oh god. Connections are being broken! That's not what we needed. That's not what we needed at all. I think, actually, well, 2 of the fast cars have gone. The RS4 and the M1 have both disconnected. The MX-5 is here. Who knows what's going to happen on this track? It's a little bit of a twistier circuit here. I say, generally works for the, I think, for the more handling-based cars. More slow-speed stuff should be good for me. Rain might not be good for me, because I'm on semi-slicks, although a lot of cars are on that. I don't know. We'll be curious to see. Won't be good for the prelude off the line. That's going to suck. That Skyline is insane. I don't know what it's got under the bonnet, but probably the racing straight 6 would be my guess. Oh, the RS4 is here. Never mind. Ignore me. I just missed it on the list of cars. Yeah, my guess would be, judging by the speed, that is a racing straight 6 and possibly not good tyres. I don't know what tyres it would be on, but they're definitely not as good as the rest of us. The RS4 is also going to be all-wheel drive. Has a lot more understeer than I do, by the looks of it. Oh god, okay, that is not even close to being flat through that corner. So, got to remember that. That will not take the same speed through there as I can do here. Yes, we are a much more handling-focused car with this, which was the point of it. Not got that turn right at all. Still can't quite get that corner right. I always think I need to turn in sooner than I actually do. We can pull a little bit of a gap now. It's going to vanish down this next straight. Here comes the RS4. It may struggle to get a pass to stick, though. It won't carry the same speed through here as we can, although there is not much room for a Beamer on the outside. There was just a Beamer's width, and we used all of it through there, and we will continue to hold on to the lead of the race. The Mazda moves up to 2nd. Where is the other BMW that we were battling with before? That's in 4th at the moment. The Prelude's in 5th. That might try and get it sort of a charge on through the field. We'll have to see how that fares in the in the traffic. That front-wheel drive perhaps not working so good here. Oh, we've got a problem for a Porsche down there. That might have been someone selecting a wrong car. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of understeer. I don't remember there being a Porsche in this before, but I could be wrong. I was trying something different at that final corner and it didn't work. Here comes the Audi once again. You know what? We're going to try a different tactic through here. If you want to have a go, you can try around the outside at turn 1. and good luck to you there. We will hold it once again. In fact, the MX-5 has now got past the Audi. I think the Mazda's quick in some parts, but as you can see, it is a bit sketchy in some of these corners. If it wants to go, Jesus, very quick down a straight, but it just doesn't have the grip to go with it. Oh, it's a little bit laggy as well. I'm not 100% sure where it is in some of this, so we will get back past it again through here. Yeah, there are a few cars struggling around here. Now, the trick for me is really going to be not to mess up this section. I really wanted the Audi closer. I was really hoping the RS4 was going to be closer so it could slow down the Mazda. It isn't. The rain is actually subsiding now, which is good for everyone else. Oh, I've left it a little too late to turn in on my own there. That's the first time we were really taking that corner with the track to ourselves. We still carried half-decent speed through it. We may still get passed by the MX-5, although this time I'm going to be a little tougher on it. Oh, no, I say that. Oh, never mind, it's made a mistake on its own. I was going to say make it go around the outside of a couple of corners. However, it wasn't close enough in all of this. So yeah, we can get the power down in this twisty section way, way better than the cars behind us. Even the RS4 can't live with my car's pace here. Come on, come on, come on. That was better from the M3. It was better from the MX-5 as well, though, if they can find some traction. We just got one more lap now. Just keep doing what we've been doing. Don't make any silly mistakes. We know the MX-5 is going to have a tough time through these corners, so if we can just keep a big enough gap, we're hoping the Mazda slides wide. We actually get a load of oversteer at a really awkward place. For me, that's bad news. That's very, very bad news for the M3. I didn't need oversteer on this lap of all laps. Let's make the MX-5 go to the outside. It didn't want to. It was expecting me, I don't know whether it was expecting me to leave a gap or what. It did not want to go to the outside around there, and it's going to struggle to do much through this section. We will get through here now. We've just got a couple of corners to go. This kind of long, seemingly never-ending hairpin. Put the power down. The MX-5 is right there. It's a lot closer than it has been. Is it going to be close enough to outrun us to the line? It is catching and catching and catching. It's not quite enough. Bloody hell. That was a good race. Cross the line and take a victory for the M3, MX-5 in second, the RS4 in third. As a good final lap for the Mazda. And mine, I just got it sliding at the wrong point. Just lost the back end through turn one, and that put me in a lot of danger. However, the MX-5 couldn't capitalise at the right points there. Ooh, we will just about take a victory in all of that one. Why is the RS4's AI going the wrong way around the circuit? I do not know, but it went off for a wander. Oh well, on to the next one. We might get everyone back connected, who knows? We head off to the stadium for our next race. I've also gained a lap cat. Eve decided she wanted some attention, so if you hear meowing in the background, it's probably her. Eve, you can't play on the controller, I'm sorry. We've got everyone back connected again, fantastic stuff. We're ready for some racing. I don't know if this is going to... Eve, can you not knock the microphone? Thank you. She's just wandering around my chair now. I'm going to blame you if we do badly. Okay, this is how it works. She's going to lie on the controller. It's all good. I can still reach all the buttons. It's fine. Yes, we're everyone back connected again. The M1 starts on pole. This might not be the track for me as such. I think it may be a little too quick. I don't think we're going to be able to make the most of our... essentially low-speed grip is where my car is really strong. And this doesn't... I mean, this has got some technical sections. I do actually quite like this circuit when I remember where I need to brake some of it. But, yeah, it's not going to be as strong for me in this one, I don't expect. But we will do our very best and try and go as quick as we can as we climb up the hill here. We've got the Porsche trapped in ghost mode. That may well ping out of it in a really awkward time. We'll have to wait and see. Here we go. It is now out of ghost mode. Oh, here comes another M3 behind us. We should be quick through this next section if I get it right in this, which we do. There's a prelude a little bit in the way. Not the prelude's fault, that's just the speed it can take through there. I can take a lot more. I think the MX-5 may have pushed the Audi out wide. Oh, we've all got a little bit squeezed up against the wall here. Can we go around the outside? We can, but the MX-5 got a little bit of a twitch going on, but more significantly for me is it's kind of irrelevant owing to the fact that they all just run away from me once we get onto the straight. Okay, I mean, this was to be expected here. We're going to have to make the most of our speed when we can in these more technical sections. Oh, it's a little too late on the brakes. That was me trying to be greedy with the Beamer. I think we might just be a little too slow down the straights in this one. Which is, you know, it's how it goes. We should be clear, though, to absolutely blitz it through the chicane next time around. The M1 is leading the way. The RS2 busy fighting with the Mazda there. Shall we try? I don't trust full throttle is going to work through there, but we can take some good speed. And of course, we don't really care if we end up on the dirt slightly. It has no real effect on me. Well, I say no real effect. It's not like we're on rally tyres, but we can deal with it better than, you know, if the high-powered rear-wheel drive car dips a wheel on the dirt. You know, it won't matter to us if we jump on the throttle slightly like that. We won't get into a big amount of trouble. Sadly, we are just a little bit too slow over the course of the lap. We are pulling away from the rest of them. Sadly, it looks like we're going to find ourselves in a spot of no man's land here, which is a little too slow compared to the cars ahead, but we are... Oh, the MX-5's in big trouble! The MX-5 finds a tree. It did look a handful. It has looked a handful in a couple of places. They were doing a great job of holding on to it, but that got out of shape at an awkward time, and that was it for the Mazda. Kind of a bit of a tank slapper going on towards that tree. Oh, I got that one wrong. Okay, you might say I don't mind a little bit of dirt. Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt, and then there's a lot bit of dirt, and that was a lot bit of dirt. We still survived it, but let's not do it again. The Prelude and RS2, they haven't completely vanished, but they just are quicker than I am. The only way we really catch them is if they start fighting each other a lot. I mean, it's not impossible they fight each other and make mistakes. We've already got past one of the cars up ahead because of that sort of stuff. So, you know, maybe we will stand a chance in this. It looks like the Prelude might have got the move on the Audi. It's trying around the outside. That is a brave one, but I think the Honda might have done it there. I mean, that's the sort of fighting we want to see. I just not had a very good run through that first sector. Yes, go side by side through the chicane. That'll definitely be sketchy for the both of them. I wish I had a car that was able to be in that battle. The Audi looks like it's in trouble there. I think I'm better off just going for a little tap on the brakes. No, it turned in too soon again on that change of direction. Yeah, a little tap on the brakes through there. Makes life just easier for me, really. Oh, maybe less of a tap on the grass through there. It just tips the car sideways, gets it a little unhappy. We are neat through there. And again, I mean, we're not losing that much time. Even if I had a better lap, maybe we would have been a smidge closer to that fight. Will the Audi have a dive up at turn 1? I think that would be ambitious, though. It did look like it was going quick down towards there. It was going quick, and by the looks of it, a little too quick into turn 1. It may have brushed the wall or just ran wide. Difficult to tell. We are quite a long way back now. The Prelude looks clear in second. The M1 is well clear up at the front. That's gone. Not as crazy big margin as, you know, we have seen in some races. However, it's definitely a big enough one. We're miles clear of 5th at this point. So it's a decent consolidation job that that I've done here. Yeah, we got lucky. Oh, I'm now nervous about this corner. Yeah, I did so much better on the first couple of times around, and I've made a complete hash of it in the later stages. I think partly because I knew it was a corner I needed to be fast at. This lap has not gone well for us. Not that it really matters. We've got nothing massively to fight for. Yeah, after the first couple of laps, could not get that section right, which is annoying because that would have been the really important section for me. The MX-5 looks like it's going to recover to 6th. In the end, had quite a lonely race. Enjoyed watching the battle up ahead. It was a great battle between the Prelude and the Audi and the Mazda. But yeah, just did not have the pace around there. We weren't terrible. I mean, it wasn't awful. Actually, yeah, the M1, the RS4 Prelude, all very similar. I was about a second a lap down. The MX-5 actually just got up to 5th in the end. That thing was mighty quick, but very difficult to drive. But yeah, we were completely in no man's land in that one. But 4th is still not a bad finishing position. So this is not that I'm making excuses, but Eve has got very comfortable. I just thought you should all see. This is how I'm trying to race currently. Oh, you're going to move now I started filming you to embarrass you. That's how I did the last race. Fine, you can go over there, and that makes life easier. God dear, you silly, silly cat. That one's just, you know, that's the sensible location, the sensible viewing platform. Right, I'm a cat free now. Let's go into the next race. We head into the city next, the Plaza Circuit. I have got a nice spot on the grid, actually. This could be a good track for me. There are some longer straights. There are some really twisty, nasty bits where my car could be strong. I'm going to say could rather than should because I don't really know. Don't know how the M1's going to fare. That's a little bit of an unknown quantity. As the last twisty race, that thing had disconnected. Yeah, the longer straights might cause me some grief. Twisty stuff we should be good at. We will have to wait and see. I feel like the MX-5 might be quick, might be dangerous. It could go either way, really. Yeah, I guess we will find out when the game loads. Here we are. Right, if we can get a good start, here, that would be really helpful. If we can clear the prelude early on, and even the MX-5 quickly, that would be really helpful. The only problem, this track should be good for me, in theory, however I don't know it very well. That is the difficult part. The other tracks we've driven I generally know better than this one, so I don't really know where I need to be braking for some of these corners. We are out of this first section nicely now. We are ahead of the other BMW for the moment. There is some locking up going on ahead of us. We're to the inside of the MX-5. We may well be able to make this pass stick here, which we do. Now the MX-5 is going to try and fight back immediately. It won't go around the outside of us there. Get slowed for this next section. This is the bit where we're strong at. We are coming up to the faster sections, I guess, where the MX-5 might be able to use its power. This braking zone here is tricky. It's so easy to overshoot that. You don't want to hit the curb on the outside. It can launch your car into the air and throw you into the wall. Comes the M1 as well with all of that power and all of that speed that it does have. Does it have the grip though to compete with the two M3s up at the front? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I mean that's good news. We are onto the faster section though. We've got to get this next corner right. This is a very, very tricky braking zone. It's kind of a bit of a blind downhill corner. There's a huge squabble going on behind for that third place. I've almost got to not think about it too much. Don't know how much speed I can take through turn one. Not that much. There's a way tighter corner. Can't afford to do that again. Now I do have to start worrying about that battle behind us. We should be flat through here, no trouble. We are, but the curbs are mean to us. We get all out of shape. If anything, though, we kind of ended up defending the next corner, so it could have been worse. The M1 is going to have a look, but we're going to cover the inside. Definitely not going to give the M1 a chance to have a dive. It would be a slight death sentence if we get stuck in traffic, I fear here. I think because we'd have a quick car, but we would always get outrun down the straight. So while we're ahead, I think we're okay. This little section we're trying to use... Both mine and the car ahead are very, very similar in terms of builds. The only difference being, really, is the driveline. I have a little less power, so I lack the top speed, but I have the traction from the all-wheel drive. That's a significant difference between them, and you'll see bits where I close, and then bits where we lose out. I may be a smidge more understeery. Of course, the all-wheel drive is a little heavier, and does naturally tend to understeer a bit more. We are closer this time around. The MX-5 is close as well at this point in time. Is the Mazda going to try and have a look into the final corner? It might. It would be a brave thing though, because we know the Mazda's not quite as good in the turns. We get a great run out of the final corner. Here comes that Mazda and the M1 though, down towards the first corner. Are they going to have a think about it? They probably had a think. Oh, that curb on the inside, you just bounce wide off of it. It's going to cost me 2 places. They're now going to have a think for the passing the leader as well in all of this, and I think they're going to do it, although they slide wide through the next corner. Oh, some lag going on from the M1. We are up the inside because we know we can't get stuck in this. No, we can't get stuck in this. Otherwise, we are completely screwed if we get into this twisty section behind them. We've got to have them fight each other, I think. We want an M3 to win, really, in this one. I want it to be mine. This is the bit where we've been super strong so far, but not in a really good position to try and overtake. Can I cut to the inside on the exit? Now, if we start fighting, this is when the... this is what the MX-5 and the M1 want, because now we're slowing each other down in our fast part of the track. Or faster part of the track. That was a bad corner by me. They're still side by side behind. This is another wonderful, wonderful race we have going on for victory at the moment. Whether it's going to stay as the battle for victory, I don't know. It'll depend on if the MX-5 and M1 sort themselves out. It does look like we're going to be in danger now from them once again at the first couple of corners. We have cost ourselves a little bit of time, but we have at least been neat and tidy enough. Here we go. Turn 1 is a dangerous corner now for us. We're going to send the MX-5 to the outside. I really struggled getting my car through turn 1 here. This time around we park it on the apex and make it difficult. It is going to give the MX-5 trouble with an M1. Can we get all 3 BMWs on the podium? Maybe, but not like that. Can't do that again. We are in... Oh! The leader slides. They're side by side behind us. This next section is going to make it or break it, I think, for me. If we can find a way past, this is where we've been super strong. It's the final lap of the race. I know where we're going to have to try and get this pass done. It's going to be off of this corner. This is where we have the traction, and to the inside of the next one. But we can't. The M3 covers. We're looking for a cut back here, get on the power nice and early. That's what we tried to do last lap around, and it didn't work. This lap we are further alongside. We can force them to the outside of this next corner where you do not want to be, but have we cost each other too much time? Where is that MX-5? Where is the M1? They're still there. They're still going to have a look with these couple more corners to go. I'm a little late on the brakes there. We'll get away, well, with this to an extent. We're still side by side. Here comes the M1 and that Mazda through towards the final corner. The M1's trying to go through the middle. You're going to run out of space through that. That's a hell of a brave move. We are all side by side. I think we're in trouble though, because we were too slow. We fought each other too much. The M1's going to get it. We're going to end up not getting either of them. Oh, bloody hell. The M1 took victory in the end. The MX-5 second. Our fight just cost us a bit too much time. I mean, I got the lead of the race, and then I ran a tiny bit wide into the next corner. And that just gave an opportunity for the other M3 to have a look. And we were then slow because we were fighting, and the other two were fighting as well, but we just couldn't utilise our grip, really, in that section. That was an amazing battle, though. That was an absolutely wonderful race. It's a podium at the end of the day. Not too bad. It could have been so much more, but I'll take the good race. We head into our final race at the Emerald Circuit. Oh, I'm a long way back. I thought on that initial shot I was going to be on the front row because I couldn't see any other cars, but apparently no. We're down in ninth. Track-wise, probably not going to be my strength, this one. I think we might have another sort of fourth-ish place finish, although we are coming from a long way back, so we may get stuck in the traffic. We might not be too bad. A couple of places we might not be too bad. We'll have to wait and see, really. I don't think we're quite gonna match the M1 or the MX-5. They've generally been a bit too fast at these kind of circuits, but we will have to wait and see. We should be pretty good. We should be pretty good around here. Let's get it off the line and underway. We should get past we might get past the prelude briefly. I think it might come soaring back past us before we actually get to a first proper corner. The understeer's probably going to be a bit sketchy through here. Now, I think the prelude's on full race slick, so it does have a little bit more grip, but front-wheel drive is still going to be an issue in places here. That is, I did not intend to go around the outside of the Skyline. Skyline is really struggling. I mean, that thing's monstrously fast in a straight line, but it is really struggling for grip in this more technical sections. You see, we're going to be good getting the power down there, but there's not really an overtaking position there. Oh, look, we're going to stare at the back of an M3 again. That is what we wanted to do. Can we send it around the outside? No. Can we cut back to the inside for the exit? That we can do. We will get the pass done, but we do, of course, run the risk of just being out-dragged towards the next corner. That car is going to look to the outside, but I don't think it's going to have that much more grip to make that one work. Oh, there's a little bit of a squeeze and a ping off the wall for the RS4 there as it's battling the preload. We've got an MX-5 in that group as well. We'll go on a little tap on the brakes. If we can get that right, I think we can carry more speed through there. We might get past the MX-5 here. We may even follow the RS4. Oh, didn't want to go to the inside there, but it's going to work out for us. I was actually expecting to follow the RS4 up the inside. In the end, the 3Y pass worked. That surprised me, I think, more than the Audi. Oh god, there's a car there. Didn't realise there was a car there. As I was frantically just trying to pull my car back onto the circuit, but the MX-5 has got some speed. The MX-5's got speed in places we were not expecting it to. Now comes the power of the prelude. Not too fussed about it doing anything here. This is not really an overtaking spot there, and it's just too quick. You may have a little go on the brakes. Again, like down here. Oh, big problems. M1's off. M1's had a huge off through that section. Don't quite know how it ended up losing control, whether there was a little... It didn't look like it was close enough to the BMW to have tangled like a lag bump or something. But either way, it got itself into a world of trouble. Now, can we chase down the M5? That is the question. The MX-5 is well out in front and has a comfortable lead. Can I chase down the M5? Can the Prelude chase me down? This corner here is where the Prelude may struggle. That's just a long corner for the front-wheel drive machine. It won't be able to get on its power very easily. And even if I catch the M5, I'm only going to have a lap to... Cause assuming we're faster than it, we'll need this lap to catch it, and then we'll have one lap to pass it, and we've not done very well. Oh, the Prelude went that side of me. Ugh, sorry. Did not mean to squeeze you out of the checkpoint. I thought you were going to go to the outside. Yeah, no, I just kind of wandered across, ended up cutting the nose off it, and put it in a very awkward place. Stopped in 3. We can... Oh no, forgot about the stones. We're screwed, I think, a little bit, although the only plus point for me is this is a section that's difficult to go side by side on, and this final corner is difficult for the Honda to try and overtake around. It's not going to go around the outside. It may try and cut back on the exit, which it may just out-drag me. Yeah, I can carry the speed, but I can't do that on the exit of the corner. God, bloody stones. We're so quick through that change of direction as well, but just mispositioned my car, and that's all it took. I think our spot on the podium is gone. Disappointing in all of this. Got beaten by some awkwardly placed rocks that will be there this lap around as well. The other annoying thing is we're definitely quicker than the M5. We just ran out of laps to do anything about it, and the Prelude's not going to catch it before the end of the race either. We tried everything to gain time through that sort of hotel section, but yeah, the laps have counted down. Prelude is right there. It's going to battle with the M5 to the line. The BMW keeps hold of it. The MX-5 is going to win that with a decent margin there. Well, I said it was going to probably be a 4th-ish, which, well, we did end up 4th. I feel like we could have maybe had a podium. I feel like we could have possibly had a podium here, 50.8 for us. Where did the M1? The M1 just didn't like that circuit, which surprises me. We know it had an off, but I was expecting to have a quicker lap somewhere. It just didn't like that circuit at all. We could keep the Prelude behind and be a bit awkward, but we didn't quite have that pace. Regardless, I'm actually pretty damn happy with that car. I have got to say that M3 did work very well indeed on the really twisty stuff. I feel like we could have had 2 victories if we'd got to the lead on that really twisty street circuit. If we hadn't lost so much time fighting. I mean, that's what happens in motorsport. But I think we could have held off. We get a victory. It was quick. The really fast stuff, it is down on power. I'm not sure the all-wheel drive was completely necessary. However, it did mean on the twisty stuff I could do some manoeuvres. I could make some stuff work. I liked it. Actually. That was, I say, a fairly sensible build, I think. And yeah, we got some good results. So happy with that one. That, though, is going to be it for this video. If you would like to sign up to take part in the next one, you can via our Discord. There shall be a link to it in the description. Find the Versus Community sign-up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.